Have you ever wanted to be able to walk into a room full of people and immediately command attention? Have you ever wanted to have the ability to make the majority of people you meet like you effortlessly and remember you for no apparent reason? Have you ever wanted to be able to move through any environment and convince people to do what you want while making them believe that they're actually doing what they want? What would your life look like if you could do these things? Better yet, what would your life be like if you could master every and any social situation you found yourself in? Well, this is what How to Win Friends and Influence People teaches you, and if you can apply everything you learned today in your own real-life situations, your life will change right before your eyes like night and day. You see, the majority of people have about average to below average social skills, so when someone actually begins to learn these lessons and apply them, it's not hard at all to stand out from the crowd and change how others view you almost immediately. In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 of the best lessons I took from the book and use in my own personal life. But remember, these are only 5 of the 30 lessons this book teaches, and if you'd like to read more about these lessons, I recommend checking the description for a link to this timeless gem. Stay tuned. Lesson number 1, from principles number 1 and 2 in a fundamental technique in handling people. Imagine this, your significant other's birthday is coming up, and this time around, you've decided that you want to do something extra special to show her how much you care about her. Instead of the normal date you've done in the past, and you put all your efforts into drawing her a painting, on the first spot you met with a significant quote of your choosing going across the painting. It takes you days and days of starting and stopping, getting feedback from multiple people on how it looks, and making sure everything's just right. Finally, on the day of her birthday, you show her the painting, but instead of looking happy or even surprised, she looks at it and looks at you and says, "Don't tell me that's my painting. I could have painted something better than that in my sleep," with a disappointed tone and look in her eyes. Now, take a step back here and think about how this would actually make you feel. Although this is an extreme example, how often do we do this to our friends, our loved ones, or even to people in general? Everyone desires to be appreciated, and no one truly likes to be criticized. So in short, lesson number 1, don't criticize, condemn, or complain, and give honest and sincere appreciation. Lesson number 2, from principle number 1 in How to Make People Like You. Imagine if a random person came up to you and your group of friends, and without even introducing himself, interrupts your conversation and starts to talk about himself, saying how cool he is, listing all the fun things he's done in the past week, and disregarding all social norms in an attempt to get you and your friends to like him. You'd probably look at this guy with annoyance, wondering who even is this guy? But now flip the situation, and imagine a random person coming up to you and your group of friends, but instead of interrupting your conversation, he joins in, introduces himself to the group, and adds on to the conversation you were previously having, and even makes you and your friends laugh while asking everyone enthusiastic questions. You probably look at this guy and say, this guy's pretty chill. The difference here is that the first person decided to only focus on himself, while the second person knew that in order to get people to like him, he needs to focus on others. So in short, lesson number 2, become genuinely interested in other people. Lesson number 3, from principle number 8 in How to Win People to Your Way of Thinking. Everyone at multiple points in their lives have gotten into arguments, whether over as a child wanting the biggest piece of the cookie jar or as an adult arguing why your sports team is better than your friends. We all get into arguments, but how often do arguments ever end in you proving your point? Even if you do, how often does the other person feel after the argument's done? More often than not, defensive and even more unwilling to hear what you have to say. Before you try and prove why your belief or point is better or more factual than someone else's, look at it from their perspective. Will what you say really help them or even change their thought? Or are you really just trying to gratify your ego with "I'm right and you're wrong"? When you want to win someone to your way of thinking, let them speak. In fact, let them talk about their whole argument. Set aside your own beliefs for the time being and listen. Only after they have nothing else to say, compliment them on their perspective and watch how willing they are to hear yours, and possibly change their way of seeing things because you gave them the gift of listening. Because in all honesty, everyone just wants to be listened to. So in short, lesson number 3, try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. Lesson number 4, from principle number 6 in Being a Leader. Every great leader is able to inspire confidence in others and make them feel good. Like a moth attracted to a flame, people surround these leaders and follow them everywhere they go. The main reason for this is that people are attracted to positivity and good emotions and will always be attracted to these things. Being able to make people feel good is an invaluable skill in life, and once mastered, well, let's just say you'll always have something to do on the weekends, to put it simply. One way great leaders help to make others feel good is by uplifting others and genuinely complimenting them at every chance they can get. Think of someone you know or who you've seen that's like this. Think of how they've made you feel. Now realize that you can also incorporate this into your list of habits and get the same results they get and become a great leader alongside them. So in short, lesson number 4, praise the slightest improvements and praise every improvement. be hearty in your approbation, and lavish in your praise. So to summarize these lessons, number 1, don't criticize, condemn, or complain, and give honest and sincere appreciation. Number 2, become genuinely interested in other people. Number 3, try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. Number 4, praise the slightest improvement and praise every improvement. Be hearty in your approbation and lavish in your praise. Remember that these are just 5 of the 30 principles that can be applied in your own life to enhance the way you interact with people. Applying just one of these lessons will bring immediate effects to your social interactions, and applying all 5 of these lessons will open up situations that make you feel like you're playing a video game of life. This is personally one of my favorite books of all time and should be on any person's bookshelf. I highly do recommend giving How to Win Friends and Influence People a read on your own time. If you're looking to find a digital or physical copy of the book, make sure to check the link I posted in the description below. If you stayed this far, thank you, and if you've liked what you've seen in the video, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment telling me how I've done, and check out my other social media for helpful quotes, insights, and suggestions and affirmations. This is Success Mindset, and remember, dreams do come true.